So hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today for our Yoga and Mindfulness Series with AARP and Open Up. If you're with us for the first time, my name is Colleen Cadman, and I serve as an Associate State Director of Outreach with AARP in Pennsylvania. We're excited to have folks from all over joining us today for our Yoga and Mindfulness Series with AARP and Open Up. Please, if you haven't already done so, feel free to share in the chat where it is that you're tuning in from. We're going to go ahead and read a few out today. So I see we have folks from our home state of Pennsylvania. So thank you so much for joining. Shout out to our home state participants. Let's see, we've got Missouri with us today. We've got Illinois. We've got Florida. We've got the Carolinas. We've got New Jersey with us. Oh, and it's nice. We're seeing lots of messages about sunshine throughout the country today, which is great because it hasn't been so sunny in many parts of the country in past sessions. So we're very glad to hear that. Well, welcome. AARP is committed to helping us take control of our health as we age by providing tools, resources, and information that will entertain and inspire, engage and stimulate, and engage and activate. AARP hopes to create an environment where we can all lead our healthiest lives possible in mind, body, and spirit. We will be recording today's session. So barring any technical difficulties, you can look forward to receiving the recording via email following today's class for all who participated. And please also be sure to sign up for future sessions of this class. We do this every 2 weeks. We'd love to have you back again in the future. And I'll be sharing some links to our healthy living resources in the chat as well for anybody who'd like to explore more with AARP. We're excited to collaborate with Open Up on this series. Please consult your physician or other healthcare professional before starting this or any other fitness program to determine if it is right for your needs. And without further ado, I'll introduce our wonderful instructor, Chandler, to lead us in today's class. Over to you, Chandler.
Hi, welcome everyone from everywhere on this nice and sunny, bright, warm day. We have finally reached 80 degrees here in Pittsburgh. I sound like a weather person, but stay in the forecast, but sunny days make me so happy as a person. And I look forward to warm. I'm looking outside right now, so I'm turning my head. I look forward to this season. I would love to start us off with our prompt being, what's our favorite season, especially if we're going into majority of our days going into sunny weather. Like, how does the sun make you feel? What are some memories connected to it, or even yeah, I'll just leave it at that. How does being outside or even just enjoying the sun and having warm weather make you feel? Elated, ecstatic? What are some activities maybe? I said that was the last thing, but what are some activities that you even enjoy doing? So feel free to write it in the chat. I see I can have a few folks. And then you can also lock it in for after class. But I just jumped right on in to our prompt without even, because I was so excited about the warm weather and sharing this with you guys. And just also class. I forgot to say who I am. So my name is Chandler. I'm a yoga movement instructor here at Open Up. And here at Open Up, we practice inclusivity in art and movement. Our studio is based in Lawrenceville, Pittsburgh. Not that far away from downtown. We work in school districts, corporate events, and throughout the Pittsburgh area, providing art and music services. And we have a home studio that is free and accessible for all. Okay, I had to make sure that I introduced myself, but rewind back to the prompt. Colleen, if you would love to share some of the replies that we have back, I would love to hear them.
Sure, Chandler. So let's see. Sean says, sunshine makes me bloom. Let's see. We've got, oh, sun and light doses. We have some fall fans in the chat. Well, that's good too. Fall's also beautiful.
Fall's very nice too.
Let's see. Judy shares happy memories of family picnics.
The picnic.
Chris loves to be out in nature, makes him feel so good.
Yes.
Ooh, I love Anne's response. I like summer, but spring and fall even better. But the warm weather is making my tomatoes grow.
Oh, that's awesome. Give us an update on the tomatoes.
And that's what we've got for now, Chandler, so we can share more at the end.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Colleen. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for sharing. All right, so I just want us to flip our palms and lift our chest up. Feel like our seat is going down into the earth, and then we're lifting our head up and pulling our shoulder blades down and away from our ears. Then take your chin and just lifting up towards the sky, and then lowering it down towards your chest. Again, just some simple head isolations. Now we're gonna add a breath. We're gonna inhale as we look up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, and come back down. Breathing in. And then exhale. Good, same thing before you add your breath. Just going from side to side. The reason why my palms are flipped, it's just to really feel like we're pulling our shoulders down and the forearms can kind of sit onto our thighs. Sometimes when we have it the opposite way, we don't notice that our body naturally lifts up. So the palms up with our forearms, the back of our forearms down, kind of ensures that our shoulders stay down. So we're just gonna take our head just to the side. And then adding your breath now to deep breath in. Exhale and then go up and over. Breathing in. Exhale. And in. And exhale. Then just take it around town. Reverse your circle. Good. Now we can take our shoulders down, up and down and back. 4 times total. And then reverse it. Good. And then just some circles with the upper body, keeping our hips on the ground. So we don't want to lift up, but stay planted, and just the upper body will go around. And then reverse it. Good. From here, just to take a forward fold, just relax over a little bit. You can extend your arms out. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale out. Good. Walking your hands back up. And then switching your legs. So whatever leg was on top, you'll then do the opposite. Good. And then forward fold. And then walking your hands up. Good. You can keep your legs either in the crisscross applesauce position or even your feet together and then knees go out. Actually, let's come to this froggy butterfly, and let's flap our wings. Releasing any tension in our hips. Good. Take a deep breath in and then lift your chest up towards the sky. So anchoring my hands onto my ankles as I lift my chest. And then I'll release a little bit of pressure and then I come back down and sink into this curved position. Chin goes down to our chest. We'll do it again. We lift, press, look up. And then we go down, chin goes into our chest. And we curve in. Lifting up. Let's take another forward fold in this butterfly froggy position. If you would like, you can place your elbows onto your knees and press your elbows down into your knees towards the ground. Good. We're going to stretch both of our legs out to this V position. And we're going to add our spiral twist and side stretches in this one. In this position with our legs. We're going to reach our arms up as we inhale. And then exhale, we're going to spiral twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, spiral twist. Good, again, breathing in. Exhale, spiral twist. Last one. And exhale, spiral twist. Good, taking your arms back up towards the front. And then place your hand in front of you as you take the stretch to the side. Keep both of your hips anchored down on the ground. And breathe in. Exhale. Go into the stretch. Being mindful and aware if you're gripping your glutes and your hip flexors. Try to relax those areas. And come back up. And then side stretch. Good, take a big inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Place your hands onto the ground if you like, or any place. Take your chin down to your chest. And we're just going to take some deep breaths here. Breathing in. And then exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. See if you can walk your hands further towards the ground. Breathing in. Exhale out. Walk your hands over to one side. Keep both of those hips on the ground. And then the other side. Good. Interlacing the fingertips and then flip your palms to a forearm stretch. And then take your arms up towards the sky and then a good morning stretch. And place them behind your head. So now we're going into some stretches that you might feel we're relieving some, making space in between our rib and the top of our hip. So we're going to lift up and then take our head and spiral twist and drop our elbow down to our knee. You don't want to lift up the hip, but keep the hip on the ground and open that top elbow. Good. And then folding in as a recovery. And then walk our hands back upright. Reach our arms up one last time. Intertwine our fingertips. Flip the morning stretch. Good. And then place your hands behind your head. Take your elbow down to your knee. Keep both hips on the ground. And then press your elbow back. Good. Shaking it out. Going into a cat and cow. So we'll find ourselves in a tabletop. If you're on your mat, you'll look like this. And then if you're seated, you'll place your feet right in line with your knees and then your hands onto your knees. So I'll show the seated version. So everything, so from the side, whether you're seated on your mat and tabletop or in a chair, we're gonna drop our belly and then arch our back and looking up towards the sky. And from here, we'll go in, chin goes into our chest as we curl in. So we look up, 2 for our cow. Exhale, we go in. We'll do that 4 times total. Here we go. Breathing in, elbows go back, feels good. Exhale, chin goes down to our chest. And breathing in. Exhale, curve, chin goes into our chest. Last one, breathing in. Exhale, curve. Good. Reset, going into a tail wag. So we're gonna make a C curve. So sitting, same thing, we're pulling our rib cage and I'm stretching all these muscles here on our lateral side away from the top of our hip. And maybe you might feel it in your lower back as you send your weight over to one side and look back up, going through the spine. Other way, we tip the energy down. And we lift up. So if you're on the ground, or matching this to the ground, you're simply taking both of your seat and your head together and going for the tail wag. So let's do that 4 times. Here we go. Breathing in. And then exhale, we come back. Breathing in. Exhale, we come up. And in. Exhale up. And in. And exhale up. Good. Shaking it out. We're going to reach one arm up towards the sky. I have my right arm, and then we're going to exhale and send it through for a spiral twist. We'll breathe in. Send it through a spiral twist. If you're seated, you stay there to continue to do it. If you're on your mat, from the front, same thing. You have your arms in line with your shoulders. Engage your core, and you're going to reach your arm up. And then thread it through the other side. All right, here we go. We'll take 4 each side. So breathing in. Exhale, thread through. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale up. Exhale, thread through. Good. Other side. Left arm goes up. And thread through. Breathing in. Exhale, thread through. And in. Exhale, thread through. Last one in. Exhale, thread through. Good. From here, sit your seat to your feet. Walk your hands forward for a child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. So taking a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Walking your hands over to your right side. Breathing in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. And then walking your hands to the left. Breathe in. Exhale out. Good. Tuck your toes and send your hips up high, downward dog, walking your feet out. Dropping one heel and the other. Another way this can be done, grabbing your chair, placing your hands behind the chair, and then walking your feet back. Having a nice space between your feet. You can also grab the back of the chair. And then let your head go through. From here, you can also still lift one heel and the other. Keep going. Good. And then walk your feet to your hands, and we're all going to be in a forward fold. So this forward fold, if you're seated, this might look like you taking a wider base with your legs, and then taking your elbows to your knees and relaxing over. You could also drop your hands down to the ground and let your head go down in between. And we're just all going to swing from side to side. Good. Slowly rolling up through your spine. And we're all going to find ourselves in a mountain pose. So if you're standing in a mountain pose, will be nice and strong. So you're into the ground, you should lift your head up. Your shoulders will be down and back as we did before with our palms on our thighs. And then we're going to take our energy up towards the sky. Going straight into a balance. We're going to add this on today. We're just going to lift up on our heels just a little bit. And then we'll come back down as we exhale. So just like Iron Man, as he uses his palm for the energy he presses, we're going to take our physical energy and send it down to the earth as we lift our heels up. So we're going to have this effect going. So we'll just take a deep breath in. And exhale, press up. Inhale. Exhale, press. I'm using my hands to show. Inhale. Kind of like a hydraulic system. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale, press. Let's test our balance here. Let's see how long we can hold this balance for yourself. Trying something new. That's what we love to do at Oakland. It's a part of our foundations, a part of our agreements, actually. And then always being able to try new things and trying our best. That's all we ask for. Good. Shake out our legs. But wherever we are, we're just going to bend our knees just to kind of stretch out our calf muscles. Bend and then a stretch. And bend and stretch. From here, we're going to bend and reach our arms up towards the sky. Interlace our hands again, and then take our focus up towards the sky. And going to a side bend. Back up. Side bend. And take it around town. And other way. Good. We're gonna inhale, going into our flow now. Take a forward fold. Add that same sway that we did earlier. Swaying from side to side with a soft bend in our knees. Good. From here, placing our hands onto our shins, we look up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. From here, rolling up through our spine, we're going to do a standing cat and cow. So taking our energy, our elbows back as we lift our chest up. And exhale, we go in. Inhale, we go back. Exhale, we go in. And then we'll stay here at a balance. Lift up, our jaw system. And exhale. Reach your arms up, interlace those hands, and try it one more time. Energy goes up towards the sky. You take a side bend. And the side bend. Take it around town. Reverse it. Good. Reach your arms up towards the sky and then forward fold. Have a soft bend in your knees. Swaying from side to side, ragdoll. Nice. Place your hands onto your shins. Look up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling up through your spine, going straight into that cat and cow. We lift our chest up towards the sky, elbows go back, and we curve in chin to chest. Inhale, we go back. Exhale, we curve in. We take a second to find our mountain, and inhale, we lift up. Exhale, we press the air away. Good. I would love to know what are some things that we're noticing within our body with this new addition of a balance. Maybe we find our weight to be, whether it's to the front, are we drifting more towards the front of ourselves or to the back? How are we figuring out what's center for ourselves? So this is, just take a second to shift your weight on flat, front to back, and side to side, and find your center. So take some time, very small, just shifting front to back and side to side. Even more on flat, this is still a great core balance exercise, just standing. And once you've found your center, you should feel so aligned that you can put a yummy candy cane straight through your midline and down into the ground. Don't ask about the candy cane, it's the first thing that came in my head. All right, going into a sun view, we're gonna add on, we're gonna take our arms up as we inhale. Exhale, we'll take our forward fold again. Moving straight into a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time we have the option here to take your arms down to the ground, drop one knee and the other, and then looking up towards the sky. Exhale, we curve in, chin goes into our chest. Inhale, we look up. Exhale, we curve in. From here, you have the option to either walk your feet to your hands or tuck your toes and send your hips up high for a downward dog. Good. And then walking your feet to your hands. And we'll all meet here to roll up through our spine to find ourselves in our mountain. And then Tony Stark will lift up just a little bit as a hover. And we come back down. We'll take our left leg behind, going into a warrior one now. Reach your arms up. Crease in the front hip. Good. Moving into your warrior two, holding here. The back toes are facing your side walls. Sorry, the front, and then the front toes are reaching towards the side. Good, we're gonna reverse our warrior. And then bicycle our arms and find that mountain. And Tony start to lift up. And then we're gonna lower down. We'll take the other side. Our right leg goes back. Good, and then we'll reach our arms up, warrior one. Breathing in, exhale out. Moving into your warrior two. And then reverse your warrior, taking your arm towards your leg and then reach your arm back. Good. Bicycle your arms. And then Tony start, lift up. Exhale down. Let's try that one more time all together. Breathe in. Go straight into that forward fold. Place your hands onto your shins with a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Option here to do the standing version of your cat and cow or come down to the ground to do your cat and cow. I will go down to the ground. I'll place my hands onto the ground, step one foot down and the other, dropping my belly, looking up. We'll all do this together and then we'll curve in. Again, looking up towards the sky, curve in. From here, you can either walk your hands to your feet and or tuck your toes, send your hips up, and this downward dog, walking your feet out a little bit, and then walk your feet to your hands, and we'll all meet here in our forward fold to roll up through our spine. Good, take a deep breath in. Exhale, take our left leg back, find our warrior one, reach our arms up. Going into that warrior two, so we're just moving through it. And then we're gonna reverse our warrior. Good, bicycle your arms, front and the front. Find your mountain. Tony start, we lift up, engage our core, and then we come back down. Good, we'll step our right leg back, reach our arms up. Moving into your warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Good, bicycle. Front and a front. Take a deep breath in. Lift up, Tony Stark. And exhale out. Good, finding a pyramid shape now. You'll place your feet together. You're gonna step one foot in front. And then have a little bit of space with the back leg. It's going to get a 45-degree angle. Your hips are still facing the front. And then just take a forward fold. You can place your hand on your thigh, your knee, onto this is your ankle. And let your chin go down to your chest. So the back leg, you may feel a sensation of a stretch in your calf muscle. The front leg, possibly in the hamstring. If you would like support from the chair, you can place your hands in the chair. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And then bend in the front leg to push back up. Find yourself in your mountain. And then we'll do the other side. Step your foot back. Crease in the hips. And take your forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Nice bend in the front leg to push up. Find yourself in your mountain. Good, take a deep breath in, everybody. Cross your arms for a butterfly tap. Exhale out. Good, toe ball your feet out. Finding ourselves in another triangle. We take one toe, send it in, the other toe face the side. Sit back in the hip, and then reach the other arm up. We're going to take a few arm circles here. And then it'll lead us back up to a star pose. I'll turn both my legs out. one last of our balances. So our balances look a little different today. Very simple. Sometimes simple is the hardest, and then we come back down. We'll take the other toes in, and we'll reach for our leg. Take our focus up, and then we'll take a few arm circles. Good. Going into a star pose. And then if you would like, you'll lift up. Good. And lower down. Find your way down towards the ground. Any kind of creative way. Good. Bring your feet in front of you. Flex and point your toes. Stretching out your calf muscles again. Flex and point your toes. Reach your arms up towards the sky and then take a forward fold. Good. And rolling up through your spine, you take your left foot to your right knee and forward fold. And then we come back up. We'll do the other side. Good. From here, find yourself onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Just rocking from side to side. You're welcome to keep your knees into your chest or stretch both of your legs out. If you like, you can also, if you have a chair in front of you, you can place one foot on your chair and the other. You're also free to place your legs onto the wall. If this may look like this, depending on what your space. It may look like you're taking your legs up. So the choice is yours as you take your final rest. Or if you don't want to lay down, you can come back to your crisscross applesauce and just close your eyes and feel your energy going down to the earth and cycling back up towards your head in the sky. While you're resting here, reflect back on your mood from when we first started to how sunshine makes you feel, how it makes you feel right now in this current moment, and then see has your mood improved, has it changed in any way, positive or negative, or where your body's at. If you're laying on the ground and or seated like myself, you just turn your head from one side and the other. Here you wiggle your toes, your fingers. You can give yourself a really big bear hug or a good morning stretch. And then you come and we'll all meet in this crisscross applesauce as we end. So we're just gonna do a collective breath. I know that I can't see you guys and we can't see each other, but I have faith that we can all take one solid breath in at the same time and exhale out at the same time. Ready? I felt the energy. Thank you all so much. And if you want to share in chat from your prompt from earlier today, your feelings of this weather, would love to hear, or this what you love to do in the sunshine. Love to hear it. Thank you all.
Thanks, Chandler. And as Chandler said, if you'd like to go ahead and share your response to the prompt in the chat, please go ahead and do so. We appreciate you sharing. We'll read a few out as we close up class for the day. We also greatly appreciate any feedback that you have on these classes. I'll be sharing a link in the chat momentarily to our survey for today's class. We'd love to hear from you on your thoughts and feedback, as we do this every 2 weeks and we do read your survey responses. So whether it's something positive or something that we can work on, we really appreciate it. So I'll be popping that in the chat here momentarily. And with that, we're going to go ahead and go over to the chat and read out a few responses as we close out class today. All right, lots of good feedback in here. We've got a happy pre-Friday in here, Chandler. So always excited to see happy pre-Friday. That's Chandler's catchphrase.
Thank you for remembering. Happy Friday.
Let's see. Love Jackie's response. I'm a winter baby. The sun drains my energy. It's easier to warm up than cool off. I love it, Jackie. You're a better human than I. So thank you so much for being part of today's class and relaxing with us even in the heat. Let's see. Joyce says walks in the sun with a cool breeze. Awesome. And lots of good compliments to you, Chandler, on today's class. So thank you so much for leading it.
Thank you all.
And forgive me, I am popping the survey link in here. So make sure if you have comments, you put them in here in addition to in the chat. It really helps us. And with that, we hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay relaxed, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Thanks, everyone.